What's good, everyone? This is Artist of Truth coming to you with another vlog entry on this wonderful Monday afternoon. I hope that you all are having a proactive, positive day. I know there are a lot of things and people out there that's going to take away your joy and happiness, but as I always state in all of my vlogs, your joy and happiness belong solely unto you. Only you have the ability to let someone take that away from you. On that note, let's roll over into the topic of the day. What I wanted to discuss, I don't know if you had the opportunity to see the previous video. It was less than a 5-minute clip of an Asian nail shop owner that was holding a minor, a 14-year-old melanated sister inside of the store against her will. Now, apparently, from the information that I received from the video, because it was a little bit more to the video, I just had to shorten it up just for YouTube purposes. The story behind it was basically two sisters went in to get a service. One of the sisters was not rendered any services at all because she wasn't quite, she wasn't quick with her selection, and she was basically indecisive. So one of the nail techs who happened to be involved with a previous incident, with another melanated sister, and he assaulted her, apparently was in this same particular location. Now, allegedly, because I like to get both sides of the story, but I also do remember this is the same storefront owner, nail tech, whoever he is, that assaulted a sister before, and apparently he didn't learn his lesson. So services were not given to one sister, but the services were given to another sister. And what makes it so funny was the job that the second sister received was not satisfactory. So she, her older sister complained about it. And what ended up happening was they were not being compensated. The sloppy work was just, was not acceptable. So the older sister, she just flat out said, well, you know what? Since you don't want to offer me any services, I'm just, we're just going to leave. So as she proceeded to leave, the owner put his hands on her. He's pushing her out of the door. Now, as you can see in the video, the younger sister was kept inside the store. Okay. Now, what most people fail to understand is you can't hold a person inside against their will. That's kidnapping. That is an arrestable offense. Now, if you feel like someone is stealing, then okay, then call the police. But you never hold a person against their will. That is an arrestable offense. You will go to jail. So they held her inside of the store. And as you can see, there was another sister who was inside, who apparently was in this store before, when there was there was another sister who was, she was assaulted. She was there. Now, why in the hell was this sister who was recording, why in the hell she was back in there is what I'm really going to talk about. But she was recording, and as you can see from the video, one of the nail techs came over and proceeded to grab her phone. violation. You don't grab anyone else's phone. Now, it would have been, it would have been probably a different ball game if that sister wasn't there by herself, and she would have had, a masculine male that was actually there. And 9 times out of 10, that gentleman who put his hands was trying to take her phone. 9 times out of 10, he probably would have went through that window if the right brother was there. Okay. So she even eventually got so upset that she walked out. She went past the owner who was, who had this history of assaulting melanated women. She went by him and told him, "Let me out. I'm gone. I'm not coming back." And then she proceeded to tell the 14-year-old minor, "You coming out with me. You walk out with me. You all touch her, it's going to be a problem." All of a sudden, the minor walked out. The minor walked out. They proceeded to the parking lot. Now, if you continue to watch the video, you can see where the owner was out of pocket. He was really, after the sisters had walked out and they were in the parking lot, the store owner proceeded to walk out and confront one of the sisters in the parking lot. The only difference is this Caucasian man walked up and walked him back towards the store. Now, I went on ahead and I ended it there because it was an interview from the older sister giving the account of everything that happened. Now, for one, I gotta, I have to get my sisters out of the way when I say this. Why do you all continue to do business with Asian people? Now, I understand some people may feel some kind of way about what I'm about to say. That's perfectly fine. We live in a country where freedom of speech, I exercise my freedom of speech. I don't bite my tongue. I don't hold anything back. And there's not going to be anyone that's going to come forward and tell me that I need to apologize or I need to take back what I'm saying. Because my people come first. My people come first. And sometimes the hard cutthroat truth needs to be said. Now, if you agree that no man should ever put his hands on a woman, then honestly, it shouldn't be an argument at all. It shouldn't, under no circumstances. I don't care if they paid for the service or they didn't pay for the service. It's no reason whatsoever for no man to put his hands on a woman, period. And if you can agree with that, then it's no argument. But I have to ask, when I saw the video, I was like, wait a minute. The camera woman, the sister who was recording, she was already there, and the history behind this particular nail shop. Why are you there? Just because you have a funeral and you need your lashes done, it's still not a logical reason to still go back and occupy that business. Why are you taking your money to people who not only do not respect you, but they become rude, disrespectful, and physically combative with you, and you still go over there? But also, because I have little next to no empathy for those sisters who make up, for those sisters or men who make up this weak-minded, watered-down excuse of, well, it's all about who has the better bargain, who has a better price, and this, that, and the fifth. I was like, so you telling me your health, your safety is less valuable than money? Just because something is cheaper You are willing to subject yourself to a possibility of being degraded, disrespected, and physically assaulted just because something is cheaper. Something is cheaper. You're willing to walk through that level of abuse. Now, to those particular, females, because my thing is this: a real woman is not going to continue to go back to that location. She's going to walk away. She's going to find somewhere else that she can go to get this service done, even if she has to pay a little bit extra. She's not going to continue to go back there because that would make her look stupid. And those sisters who were in this particular location that knew exactly what had transpired beforehand, and they still were just coming on in like it meant nothing. This is the main reason why you have brothers like myself who feel like, what is the purpose of us standing up and protecting you when you continuously and making the conscious decision to put yourselves in a position to be degraded, disrespected, and physically harmed? But you want us. You feel like, well, black men should stand up and protect us in our honor. No, we're not. No, if you purposely being stupid, no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to stand up on your behalf and protect you. And you make us look like a jackass because you take your ass right back to the same location. Come on, man. I don't know if it's dope or dog food. I don't. And those types of females, I can't even respect. Because I'm looking at like, why'd you come back here? Oh, it was cheaper. I was like, okay. Now, you will get into an uproar about when a black man puts his hands on a black woman. And it's not right. It should never, ever be done. It's like, oh my gosh, hell is raining down. And it's wrong under no circumstances. Under no circumstances. Not only would that brother get a bad name and a mark, but he would go to jail behind it. Just off allegations, just off assumptions. No evidence, no proof, just hearsay. We would go to jail immediately. You all know that. This is nothing new. But an Asian man would do the exact same thing and he doesn't go to jail. His business still thriving, operating. Nothing is being done about it. Nothing. And and personally, I look at that and I laugh because to me, that is a joke. That is a joke. All of the shit is a goddamn joke. You all can make up as many excuses as you want, but my thing is, do not cry about melanated men, black men protecting you, and you keep putting yourself in the same situation to be degraded, disrespected, and physically abused. And you want us to come to your rescue. Fuck out of here. But there is another video. As a matter of fact, I'm going to post the link to this video below my vlog, and I want you all to check it out. And the reason why I'm saying this is because this is something that I would do myself. A brother that goes, his last name is Muhammad. In the video, you will be able to see for yourself exactly what this brother has done. And I applaud him. I commend him. Even though everyone else is like, will probably have, their own viewpoint and saying, well, he shouldn't have went to that extent and this, that, and the fifth. I'm just like, okay. I was like, well, something has to be done. Because all of the talking that we're doing, it doesn't change anything. You can pray about it all day. You can protest about it all day. But if nothing physically is done to resonate in these people's minds that we are not to be fucked with, we will really and truly turn your world upside down. We will fuck you up. But, in closing, sisters, don't get us out here swolled up, frustrated, and we're getting out here calling ourselves standing up for your behalf. And you are purposely making us look stupid because you want to go right back there and get some service done. Because you're being lazy. You don't want to do it yourself, or you don't want to put in the necessary time to go and research and find a nail tech. Plain and simple. It's no excuses for it. If you got excuses, keep your fucking excuses. I really don't want to hear them. I really don't. But as I stated before, I'm going to post the link below, and I hope you all have an opportunity to check it out. Leave your comments below. Give it a thumbs up. Let me know let me know what you feel and what you think. In the meantime, in between time, have a great afternoon, and I'll talk with you soon.